Hello and welcome to the week 11 eviction for 1984 lockdown. This week, Zach is our head of household and he named Beth and Caleb for eviction. Zach then won the power of veto and decided to use it on Caleb and nominated Brian. So our final nominees this week are Beth and Brian. So Zach, this late in the game, how important was head of household, especially since you sat for almost 6 hours with a spoon in your mouth to get it?
I hadn't won a competition since the second week, and I felt like in that week I needed it. And going this late into the game without a head of household, with only one comp win, I felt like I needed something, and I felt like I needed to do more. So I was really gunning for that one, and that's why I wanted to get it. So it was really important to get that win.
I think I also owe Brian a question on this one. Brian, you also sat for almost 6 hours with a spoon in your mouth, but you were sitting on the block tonight. So was it worth it?
Was it worth it? No, it definitely was worth it. It was cool. Like the fact that we went that long in a comp is something that's going to be always fun to talk about and look back on. But it does suck. Like I was sitting in that comp for 5 hours and 45 minutes and now I'm, getting sent home tonight. So, but it is what it is. It's all good.
So Caleb, you got vetoed this week. If you had not been, do you think you would possibly be going home, or do you think you still would have been okay?
I think I would be going out the door. If I did, Zach saved me, which I'm very thankful for, but it was a shock, really. And I mean, a move was made, but I think I would have gone home.
I don't want to leave Beth without a question. So Beth, this late into the game, what do you have to do to keep yourself safe going into the final four?
At this point, I feel like I just have to try my best to either win HOH or veto, just so that way I can guarantee that I'll be okay. Because honestly, at this point, it's so hard to try and just be like, yeah, I'll keep you safe, or whatever people are telling you, you're not 100% sure if it's true or not. So it's just, I feel like at this point, I just have to try my best to win stuff. So that way I can guarantee for myself that I will be okay.
Okay. Before we get to the vote, does anybody have anything they'd like to say? Okay. House guests, it is time to vote. But first, I would like to give each of the two nominees their chance to give their final plea. Beth, you are up first tonight. You can give us your final plea.
So I don't have a pretty poem by Zach. Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm not gonna rhyme, but at least I got the first part. I've talked to everybody here, but however tonight goes, I just want to say that I'm happy to be able to meet all of you guys. I'm happy to have been able to work with everybody here. I would greatly appreciate your vote because I don't know. I like being here. I just like playing the games and stuff, and I want to keep working with everybody. And if I do go home, I will have one final shout out, and that is to Jason. Hi, Jason. Just want to say hi, but that's my final shout out. But yeah, I would just appreciate your guys' vote if you did want to keep me here. But if not, it was great working with everybody.
Thank you, Beth. And Brian, you can give us your final plea.
Okay. So coming into this game as a target, having done well in surviving and playing the way I did early on, I knew I was going to have to win comps in the end game here to get myself to the final two, which I failed to do this week, obviously. And after 5 hours and 45 minutes with the spoon in my mouth, I came up short, and that's on me. Tons of respect to Zach for going that long. I honestly did not think that you had that in you. However, I do think that it was the wrong move to take me out this week for Zach specifically. You're leaving yourself as the biggest target and will likely be cut at 3 or 4. But with that being said, I leave tonight with no regrets, only choices, because at the end of the day, I can sit here and say I've made my own, and some of you cannot do the same.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you both. Okay, house guests, when I call your name, I need you to please go to your production chat and cast your vote. Julia is first. She's not here, so I will get her vote. Thank you, Julia. And Caleb. Thank you. Give me just a second. Okay, house guests, I have the votes. When I reveal the vote, the evicted house guests will have just a few moments to say their goodbyes and leave the Zoom call. By a vote of 2-0, Brian, you have been evicted from 1984. You can give us your goodbyes now.
Okay. So first off, I want to thank production for putting the season together. It was truly a great experience. To the players, it was great meeting you guys on a personal level. But now to get into the game. Caleb, I have to say I'm very impressed with your game. This is my 8th org, and of all 8 orgs, I've never seen a bigger goat than yourself. So congratulations on that. Julia and Beth, I think you guys are the ones who benefit most from me leaving. You guys have a great chance to win. I think all you have to do is cut Zach, and I think one of you girls will be the winner. So best of luck to you guys. And Zach, I have tons of respect for you as a player, although I do think that you're taking me out a round too soon. I really was going to bring you to 3, and I don't think anyone else would be dumb enough to bring you to the end. So I think you're in a position where you're going to have to win Final 4 veto and the final HOH. I hope you prove me wrong because I would love to give you my vote to win. Best of luck to everyone, and let the best player win.
Brian, it was awesome having you again. It is time for you to go.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay. Beth, Caleb, Julia, and Zach, one of you 4 will be the next winner of 1984. But first, we must get to the next head of household competition. This one's going to work a little different. Obviously, Zach, as outgoing head of household, you are ineligible to compete. I'm also going to put the instructions to this in the house chat before it gets started. But I will now read off what the competition is. So hello and welcome to your Final 4 Head of Household competition. For this competition, in the house chat, I will be giving you a category and a letter. Your job is to name something that belongs to that category and starts with that letter. Simple as that. Until 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be sending categories. There is a predetermined number of categories. If you are the first person to submit a correct answer, you will get a point. If your message is edited, it will not count. The person with the most points at 1 a.m. will become the new head of household and claim an automatic spot in the final 3. So just as an example, if I would say 1984 production member, comma, B, the answer would be Blake, because Blake is a 1984 production member whose name starts with B. So that is the type of thing it will be. I am going to be ending the Zoom so that we have no any interaction between production and the house guests while this is going on. So I'm going to message that, make sure Julia sees it first out of fairness to everybody. And then as soon as we have that go ahead, we will begin.